Welcome to the Middle Sisters. We dive into the middle of everything. I'm Afton. Our podcast is about the sisterhood I share with my sisters, but today I'm going to share some sisterhood I have with some of my friends. We hope you stick around and have some laughs with us. So today is mine and my sister's 16th episode, but I don't have my sister Mitzi with me because I am in Pine Top, Arizona in the White Mountains with two of my friends, Jennifer and Sandy. And I'm sitting with Sandy, one of my besties. Say hello, Sandy.
Hello, Sandy.
Sandy, tell me about when you first met me.
So we had just bought a new house and it wasn't quite ready yet. And our ward had this 80s party for the adults. And we thought, oh, let's go and meet some people before we move in. And so my husband, Bill, and we went to this party and it was at Afton's house. And it was so fun, but her husband was already not feeling well and in bed.
Yeah, he had kidney stones at that time.
It was his head.
He did have a headache too. Yes.
Did? Okay.
But yeah, kidney stones.
Poor guy.
I never had them, but I heard they're horrible. And he was in bed, just sick as a dog.
I wish I'd have known him well. I didn't know him ever well.
Right.
And then we moved in, and then my husband's niece, Carrie Valentine, she lived in Tucson at the time with her husband and kids. And we went down there for an afternoon to spend time with her. And on their piano was a picture of Afton and Juan and the kids. And I'm like, hey, we know them. They're in our neighborhood and in our ward. And come to find out that Carrie and Afton were friends in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And yes. Alan and Juan worked together at Home Depot.
They did, yes. So we were newlyweds together too. So it was fun.
It's just kind of a cool way to come together like that.
Yeah, coincidence that we have that connection with our family. So I know your husband's whole family because your husband is Carrie's
uncle.
Carrie's uncle, and so her mom and your husband are brother sister. So that's fun.
Yes.
Nice. So we've been friends for 25 years now?
24.
24. So I've lived in my house 25.
And
You're
I've
24.
Been 24, yeah.
So 24-year friendship.
But we didn't really get close together, like to where I got to know you until later. I think it was more when one was getting more sick, becoming more sick, and us helping you out. And I think that's when we became getting closer.
Mm-hmm.
And then
we would walk together at nights.
Yeah. And maybe it was because of Carrie and that. And we're like, hey, and hey.
Oh, yeah, they're in town, or come see them.
Yeah.
But you were also one of my besties through being widowed. But no, we worked together in church callings. So we were close there.
Did we?
You're like my right-hand woman,
for Relief Society,
ministering to other women. And then
Jennifer did that too, and
lots
and
of
Judy.
besties.
We're missing Judy. Little Judy.
So we have a long history. Sandy was very nurturing to me when I was going through my widowhood of kind of a mental breakdown and just the what ifs in life.
And I'm the angel on the shoulder of Afton whenever we would go shopping on our trips that we would take. Do you really need that? Do you really need to spend
Especially
that?
with Coach purses.
Oh,
we would go to the outlet mall and I'd be in there for an hour. Should I get this one or should I get that one? You're like, just decide.
And then we took a cruise to the Mexican Riviera, and she was in this jewelry shop forever trying to decide on this opal.
That's right. Mexican opals. I love that ring. But the little stones, the opal stones are loose, so I don't wear it very often. But it was a nice 14 karat gold.
We need to take our rings in because I need to get my wedding ring on.
Did we go back and forth?
Oh my goodness,
she could make
it was
up her
forever.
mind.
Okay, so I couldn't make up my mind, but I was always settled on a price. And so unless they negotiated the price, I walked away. And so with this
She walked away
ring,
into the next little area, not out the store.
Yeah, she didn't walk very far.
I know. But we did go to the straw markets. Then we went back to that jewelry store. And then I got my $500 ring.
And that's what we did in Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah, Puerto
Only.
Well, we shopped. That was what Puerto Vallarta
You
is
shopped for an
for.
opal ring.
Yes.
I don't remember. Maybe I didn't get a T-shirt. Did
Okay,
I?
that was the
Maybe I did.
funniest trip because we got the deal through Sean's, perks through the airline, and we were all in one room. Do you remember that? We had 4 women with
bunk
beds, and
no window.
the stateroom attendant was like, all 4 of you are in here? And I said, yes, for the price, because I think we paid $300 a person.
It was cheap.
Yeah. So
We had no window, no balcony, nothing.
Yeah,
it
4
was
of us.
dark.
In bunk beds.
Yeah, but we had a good
And
time.
we swapped beds. Even me, who's a little bigger, got up on the top, and Afton and I were the snorers.
Mm-hmm. We do snore.
We even taped Afton snoring. It was very high pitched snore. It was
like a whistle.
Ring.
Okay, I've tried everything to help my snoring. I think I just need to lose some more weight, right?
I can't really speak because mine was, I don't know how I snore, but I snore.
You snore because I'd have to nudge you sometimes.
I snore.
So when we come to our cabin, we don't share rooms anymore.
Uh-uh.
We say, okay, we got to have separate bedrooms or sleeping arrangements.
Except
Although
for
Jennifer and
Judy,
Judy, they stay in one room.
Yeah.
You guys don't snore
This is the
then.
first time I haven't.
It's probably a weight thing, I think.
Maybe.
Weight.
So many people snore though. If it's not one person, it's the other. It's a spouse.
My husband snores, but he has the CPAP now, so
And he's not overweight.
Never has been.
So I don't know. We got to figure the snoring out. It's like a lifetime problem. No, what I do though with Mitzi, she'll wear the earplugs, and then I take a Tylenol PM or something to relax, I think, my jaw. And then she's like, you didn't snore last night. I'm like, oh, it's because I took some muscle relaxants or something. I don't know.
Take me or something.
Experiment with that. So Sandy, you are kind of a middle child.
Technically, I'm a twin. Not technically, I am a twin. But I was the second born of the twins by a minute. And yes, my twin sister Candy, it's Candy and Sandy back in the day when they rhymed names.
Yes.
And she always thought she was in charge, but that wasn't the case. We fought so much, but we had the best childhood. We had the best parents. We had the best parents. We fought as sisters. I have a younger sister who's 9.5 years younger that was like, woo, where'd she come from? And
but you're pretty close
cousins,
to her too.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I always kind of mothered Kelly, was my younger sister. But Candy looks like my dad. I look like my mom, and Kelly's kind of a mixture. And I take after my mom's side, and Candy takes after my dad's side. And my mom and dad got divorced, so I can see why.
So yeah, as even the middle, you're in between the older sister or the younger sister.
And I was always in between Kelly and Candy fighting. I would be the peacemaker. And I was always told the middle child is the peacemaker.
Yes, you are. I think you are in every aspect of your life, right? Even at work. You say you try to have peace with people at work.
There's always someone at work. Anyway, even at home. No, I'm just kidding.
So with midlife, you and I are 6 years apart, right? So you're a little older than I am, and both your parents have passed on.
Yes, my dad died at 55 from thymoma cancer, from the thymus, which is rare.
Where's that at?
The thymus is down here,
like the sternum.
Underneath the sternum. It's a gland as well.
Never heard of that before.
And
how old were you when your dad passed away?
So he was 55, so I would have been 30 something.
In your 30s?
Yeah.
Were you married to Joel?
Yes, I was married to Joel before. I'm on my second marriage to Bill. Yes. And so What were you talking about?
Just like
my parents.
So with midlife, like most people have parents and children like sandwiched, but you're like sandwiched between sisters because your parents have passed away. You don't have children.
Correct.
So you're in this midlife still working.
Mm-hmm.
You and your husband are doing fairly well. Like, you're just kind of like waiting for that retirement. Although he's retired.
Yes, he's 7 years older than me, and he was a car salesman, which was a very, very hard thing to manage as far as bills and everything and your money. And it was because
The life of sales is like you're only as good as that last sale.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's either good or there was no sales that month. So you have to save when you hit it good.
Mm-hmm.
So he, and then he also was diagnosed in 2019, just before COVID, with ulcerative colitis. And that takes him down, and he's usually in the hospital for a week when he has his episodes. He's had 3 episodes.
So you
now.
know what it's like to be a caregiver too.
Yes.
Taking care of someone, and then the stress of all of the,
yes.
Are you going to get well from this? Are you going to recover?
And I always
bounce
had
back?
such peace because the first time was during COVID, and he was in the hospital, and it was over his birthday, and I just had peace that he was going to be okay, that he wasn't going to die or anything. So it was comforting being at home, and I could still visit him before the shutdown.
Okay.
But then he
Nice.
went back in the hospital for COVID in June of that year.
And you couldn't go see him then?
No, I couldn't.
No, that was scary.
Which
when
was
you had COVID.
frustrating. Because I had COVID, I think.
Oh, that's right. You had COVID when your mother passed away also.
That's the second round of COVID. But I never got COVID bad. It was just like a cold. But my mother passed away from pancreatic cancer. So she was married to a wonderful man who died of Lewy body dementia, Parkinson's, like what Robin Williams had. And he died in September of 2021. And she was his caregiver, and we would help Mom. And he had 6 kids. And then she died 4 months later. Well, in that whole year before, she was in such pain with her back and her side, not knowing. The doctor said, oh, it's a nerve in your back. Oh, it's a hiatal hernia. Well, hiatal hernias don't hurt. Well, oh, it's this. Well,
and you were so focused on Mick, your mom was, that
Yes.
she kind of neglected her
Yes.
self-care.
Yes, for sure.
And then it was too late. So 4 months after Mick
4 months.
passed, your mom passed.
And I have to say, for anybody that's listening, get your trust in place, because we tried kind of doing a trust before Mick died, because he's got the 6 kids and Mom has the 3 girls, and we didn't get it done. Well, then after he passed, we were able to get Mom's trust done, the house refinanced and put in my mom's name and my little sister's name, who was there taking care of Mick and Mom, helping them while she worked from home. And we were able to get the trust done a month before she died. Thankfully.
Wow.
So thankful.
Timing.
Oh my gosh, so thankful. So I can't stress enough, get your trust, especially if you're in a mixed marriage. Get a trust set.
Right.
For sure. So now the house is in the trust. They have property in Missouri, which was another silly thing that they did. I don't know why. And that's in the trust. Mom made me the executor of the trust because Candy isn't really that stable life-wise.
Well,
and Kelly's
divorce, marriage, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it? And it's interesting too, like what you've learned going through all of that, and
hard stuff you don't want to learn, but you have to learn.
Yeah. And your faith has really played an important role in your life.
When Mick passed away, I helped Mom with the funeral arrangements, and he was buried up in Pine, Arizona. And that was very rustic, and you have to have your own people bring their own straps to lower the casket, and you just it's
so
very much cheap. It's
yourself.
So cheap. Yeah.
Okay.
But they dig the hole and cover the hole and put the boards down. So I was already set when Mom passed away. She'd already picked out her casket. She'd already picked out what the headstone would look like.
So in a conversation while Mick was, you're doing the funeral
Mhm.
plans for Mick. You got all that information for your mom.
Yes.
See, I think
Thankfully.
that's important too, because I did that with my late husband. I said, okay, let's go to a funeral home. Let's look at things.
Mhm.
Okay, this. And then we drove through neighboring cemeteries. Like, which one do you want to be buried in? Okay, that one. So yeah, it's always nice to have those conversations
Yes.
before it actually happens.
And thankfully, that of course that was during COVID time again, second round, and I'm like, oh, please let there be a plot next to Mick up there, because you can't reserve.
Oh, you can't?
No.
Okay, because I bought
And
a side-by-side.
thankfully, there was right next to Mick, and the gentleman that's in charge goes, I remember you. And I'm like, oh, good. Okay,
Nice.
thanks.
Yeah.
So anyway, that turned out. But my husband, again, was in the hospital, again, the week that I was planning Mom's funeral with the ulcerative colitis. And so I was kind of doing it myself. My
Mhm.
sisters were there, but I needed my husband's support,
Right.
you know.
Kind of just a
But,
sounding board to
you
be
know,
like, does this sound
yes.
right? Should I be making this decision on my own?
And my stepbrothers, they had taken a horse trailer to haul their dad to the cemetery up there. And I asked that Sunday before, so a week before, hey, is the horse trailer still available to carry Mom up? And he goes, no. And I'm thinking, when were you going to tell me? When were you?
Okay, because you
tell
had
me?
the funeral in Mesa, Arizona, and then you're like, okay,
Queen Creek.
Oh, Queen Creek, and then you're like, okay, I got to take Mom's casket up to
Yes.
Pine the same day.
Mhm.
Did you have to have a permit to move?
Yeah.
Body
You get that
from
the funeral home.
Oh, the funeral home gives that to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So then I was talking to my sister-in-law, Carrie's mom, and brother-in-law, and they go, well, I think our truck is long enough, our bed of our truck. I'm like, oh, good. That's so good. And then my sister-in-law likes to ask a lot of questions. She asks questions. Well, what about this? Did you think of this? And what about this?
Mhm.
And I was just going crazy. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It was that Sunday before. And I'm like, I got to go. I'm just so frustrated and
just
stressed.
overwhelmed. Yes.
I don't know. So, and then my husband came home the Friday, so the day before the funeral. And then that Saturday morning, I was in charge. You know, everything.
It was a
getting set
beautiful
up.
funeral too. I was there.
You were there too,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah. Jennifer and I helped
Yeah.
serve food.
That was so
Yeah,
nice of you
Dylan.
guys. And my husband, I was getting ready to go, and my husband took a shower, and he passed out in the shower. And I thought, Heavenly Father, I don't need this. Babe, are you okay? Oh my gosh, I don't need this. What am I going to do? I have to go. And we get him up, and the first person I think of from our ward is this gal named Tiffany Atkinson, who is single. And she had always said, if you need anything. And she came over immediately and stayed with Bill while I went and took care of the funeral and stuff like that.
Wow.
So it turned out great, and we got her buried and everything. So she's resting, and the tombstone's all set, and it's wonderful
Nice.
up there now. But
so you have to drive what, an hour and a half to her?
So how long ever it takes to get to Payson, and then another half hour to Pine. So not very long. It's just kind of not on the way anymore.
Right. Yeah.
We should go into Camp Verde.
A peaceful location, right? Where they wanted to be.
Yeah. So middle child, peacemaker, but yet in charge kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of like the oldest. Yeah.
Maybe
Like you're
the more
saying,
stable.
Stable.
I feel like
house.
the middle child usually is like that because they, the parents usually dote on the oldest or the youngest, and the middle's kind of on their own.
Jan Brady
So
syndrome.
they kind of have to fend for themselves a lot.
Yes.
That's how my husband is too.
Yeah. Jan. Marshall.
The Jan. Oh, I love that. Tell us a childhood memory. Like you said you had a wonderful childhood. That's what my sisters and I say. Like our parents gave us a wonderful childhood, or was it just the 70s?
Gosh.
You grew up in Chandler on land, and
when we were right after first grade, we moved out to Chandler on 5 acres, and my mom and dad put a trailer. Back then they were a trailer, double wad trailer, and my dad was going to build because he was in construction, but construction went bad, and this and that and interest rates. You never know back then.
Didn't you have farm animals? You're part
did.
of the
We did the horse.
FFA.
We tried chickens once. We tried pigs once. And then we ended up raising steers for 4-H, and that was
4-H,
so hard.
yes.
I was too prissy for that. But my twin, she continued on. She did it a few years.
Because you were a Pommy too, weren't you?
Yes, finally. It took me forever to become a Pommy, but finally my senior year I made the Pom line. Yay.
Fun.
And but I would say just growing up out in the country, having wonderful friends. I had great friends in the church and out of the church. And we all supported each other in whatever. We didn't judge each other, and we all got along great, and we still do. We're still friends to this day. We spent time in Hawaii in 2009, all of us girlfriends, at my friend's house on the beach, and it was just a wonderful time.
I look at you, Sandy, like once a friend, always a friend.
Uh-huh.
And whenever we travel, you're like, oh, I got to go see this friend. I got to go visit this family.
Yeah.
And even like their parents, grandparents, like you go.
Old boyfriend's parents.
Old boyfriend's
Yeah.
parents.
But I'm still friends with them.
Wait, Sandy, what? We're going where? We would sit in the car though while you go in and visit.
I know. I don't like to hold any grudges because it just hurts the person. It only hurts you if you're holding that grudge.
Mm-hmm.
So even my ex-husband, I don't go see his mom, but I'm still friends with him.
Right.
There's that. We've been divorced now 25 years. So
but
yeah.
It's like with friendships, people's, not just the friend, but the siblings, the parents. Like with me, you had a class with my sister Wendy.
Yes.
You got to know her, like, my children from church. Like you even would say, oh, let's invite Greg and his girlfriend over for dinner.
Yes, that's right.
And then
I made dinner for Zach one time when you guys were all gone. I made him, I tried to make that dish from Carrabba's, the marsala.
Oh, chicken marsala.
Yeah.
With the mushrooms.
But I think we did steak. I think it was. And I made a marsala sauce. I don't think it was right, but because it was kind of pink. So I used some kind of pink wine because I don't know wines or anything. But it turned out really good, and Zach really liked it.
Oh, that's so nice. And you just fed my husband and mother-in-law
when
I went to Disneyland with Mitzi and Andrea.
I forgot what I fed him. Soup or something?
I don't remember,
chicken
but
chili.
I was like, wow, Sandy's always the first to jump in there. And you've met my parents. And so, yeah.
I'm like one of the sisters.
Yes.
I'm older than you, Wendy.
And Wendy and I have something in common. We always have friends that are older than us.
Really?
That are like an older sister to us, that are like mentor us,
Oh, wow.
So she's had friends that have passed on from cancer. And my best friend, she was like my older sister, because her being the oldest, she always looked for someone to be her mentor, so.
Oh, wow.
So I look at it like you guys are my mentors. We talk about face creams and vitamins and
more intimate stuff. That girlfriends talk about.
Yeah, hormones. But no, I felt like you guys have paved this way for me to like, okay, I need to like do the tallow creams. I need to like do this for my health and the vitamins and
during your time when you were going through the mental thing with Juan, we'd go for a walk and we'd try to tell you.
Yes.
We would, say, hey, you should or shouldn't, but it was totally up to you what you did.
I think I have this Hozak trait where we say, don't tell me what to do. I'm going to do whatever I want.
So she just flicks off that little angel on her shoulder and keeps the little devil in there sometimes.
No, I'm pretty even. Don't you think? I'm pretty even, Steven.
Now you are.
Yeah, we all go through past that. We all go through some things that break us. And I think losing a spouse broke me, and then I had to get rebuilt.
Divorce does too.
Divorce, yes. You went through that. It broke you, and then you had to be refined and built up. And so, yeah. So as a nugget of wisdom for our listeners, we'll kind of wrap it up. What would you like to share with an audience that,
Nugget.
or just
well, like I
wisdom?
said, get your trust, get your shingles shot.
Oh,
if you haven't.
Yes, we were the era where we had chickenpox.
Mhm.
So we also are in our 50s and 60s, and we need that shingle shot so we don't have
We've had friends that had it in their trigeminal nerve, which is over their face, and it can get into your eye. It can it's just so painful, I guess. And I'd had it once over my eyelid and into my scalp. I don't remember it being painful. I just remember my eye being swollen.
Mm.
And it's the varicella virus is what they call it, because learning about it in school. But
Yeah.
get it. Get
Yeah,
your shingle
shingles.
shot. Don't get any other shot, but get your shingle shot.
Yes.
No, do what you want.
You never got a COVID vaccine,
No,
did you?
I never did get COVID.
I never did
vaccine.
either.
Yeah. And
Didn't
even
have
though
to.
I got the COVID vaccine and the booster to go on a cruise, I still got it, I think 2 or 3 times anyway.
See, I got it twice. And yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine. And Bill never got it either. But because of his ulcerative colitis, when he would get COVID, I think it kind of coincided with each other because of his immune system, to where he ended up getting hospitalized. But
Yes.
he's good. He's good now. We're good. He's got his retirement, and he's also a process server.
And you work at the courts too.
I work at the court. I'm a court clerk, and I have 7 more years before I can retire.
Okay, 7 more years.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It seems like long, but it's not long at all.
It'll go by fast. We'll do some trips in between.
Okay.
Pass the time.
I like that.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Sandy, for hanging out in the middle of everything with me.
I love your family.
Well, thank you. I love my family too, even though we have some sibling rivalry every once in a while.
I think we all do.
We both have good families.
Yeah, we all have those siblings. Yeah, Jennifer's in the background here.
I'm too shy.
All right. And all those listeners out there, have a great day. And don't forget to subscribe and share. Bye.